Episode 30 of the Boorman Lawyers Court Report Show, we take a look at an unlicensed drive where we were able to have the matter struck out of court.
Yeah. Honestly, I think that 24/7 an understatement to my day-to-day. If ain't no way, then I'ma make a way. They say it ain't no way. I ain't never listened, kept them at a distance. This is for the ones who ain't afraid. And this is more than some paper chase. I wonder who else can say the same.
We're just standing here outside the Brisbane CBD court precinct. That's the Supreme Court behind me, and over behind me here, that's the Brisbane Magistrates Court. I've just appeared at the Brisbane Magistrates Court, and we've had a really successful day today. Our client was initially charged with driving unlicensed, and this came about due to unpaid speeding fines. When we got some instructions from our client and dug it a bit deeper, it came to light that the initial infringement which attracted the fine was a speeding infringement, which was actually committed by her husband. And it was on the same day that they were relocating from the Gold Coast up to Brisbane, moving house. The husband took the wife's car, was driving up the highway, and was caught in a speed trap on the side of the highway. It wasn't pulled over, but it was a speed camera detection. So the infringement was later sent out to their Gold Coast address, and obviously the fine went unpaid. As to did a number of follow-up notices. They went unpaid, and the issue simply wasn't brought to our client's attention. So she wasn't the one who was speeding at the time. She wasn't aware that her husband had been caught speeding. The husband wasn't even aware he'd been caught speeding, because the infringement and notices to pay the fine was not brought to their attention. It was sent to their old address. It did come to light that the infringement actually existed, and that my client's driver's license was suspended when she was randomly pulled over by police detection, and they told her that her license was suspended due to unpaid fines. So we appeared at court about 4 weeks ago. We sought to adjourn the matter, and we also sought to conduct some case conferencing between ourselves and the police prosecutions. Now, case conferencing is simply where you can enter into negotiations to, on this occasion, to ask that the police actually withdraw the charge due to the fact that they had limited prospects of successfully prosecuting the case. We outlined in a 3-page letter to the police prosecutions the strength of our case, the background as to how the offence came about, and we relied on the honest and reasonable mistake of fact defence in the Criminal Code of Queensland, which is a defence where basically if a person honestly and reasonably believes that they are not committing an offence at the time, then that is a defence to the criminal act. The police wrote back to us and indicated that they were going to discontinue the prosecution as they had no evidence to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that our client was aware that her licence was suspended at the time of driving. So we turned up today, and it was very short, in and out, and the prosecution sought to offer no evidence, and as such the magistrate struck out the charges today, and we had a very happy client on our hands. So it does pay to do a bit of investigation, get some proper instructions, do some good legwork, and enter into some case conferencing when there is a realistic issue there, that there is a strong defence to rely upon, as there was in this case. So effectively, our client walks away from court today with the charges completely struck out, the prosecution case discontinued, and no fines or no finding against her of any sort. So a very happy client. If you found yourself being charged with a traffic or criminal offence in Queensland, We operate in Brisbane and Gold Coast and pretty much all around the southeast Queensland region. So feel free to give me a call on 1300 941 900. Happy to have a chat to you about your issue, your case, or any charges you may have. Discuss what may be involved, what penalties, what laws are involved, and how best to handle the case when your matter comes before court. Thanks for tuning in today, guys.